So hi everyone, Craig Hanson, guys. Yes, check this out. You're gonna love this. Fred Couples, McIlroy, amazing golf swings, and we're gonna have a look at the insane hand and wrist movement of these players, and later on we'll put them together because there's some remarkable similarities. And these great ball strikers, they have like an area of their brain that's just the same, and they're feeling and moving the same way. And have a look at Couples here. The finger's not even staying on the grip. Now, guys, it's really important to understand what the hands are doing. There's a lot of information, seeing a lot of videos out there where people are talking about the flat lead wrist at impact, and that's all good and well. We know that's a fact when you're looking at your iron shots, between 12 to 15 degrees of shaft lean to get your angle of attack, and we know that that's the tour average. And there's a little bit less with the driver, obviously, with the ball being forwards, but the lead wrist will move quickly after that into extension. And you've got a big angle, a huge angle of the right wrist coming down, but you've got to be able to match it up on the other side. And this is what gets you speed. And even if you improve it, you might not be able to swing like Fred Couples, but instead of having wooden hands and just not having that zip down the bottom, and if you don't have good angles in your wrists, you're going to bottom the club out and hit it fat and hit it thin. All right, so you've got to get your hands, the hands and the wrists. I mean, that's a part of the swing that's really the most important. You can't have poor hand and wrist work, and so let's get in there and have a look. Now that is obviously an insane move there, but look at this lead wrist here moving really quickly into extension. Now just stay tuned because you're going to see some things here that you haven't seen before. All right, now we're going to have to see this right wrist here moving into this position. When we see McIlroy, look at this right wrist, the angle held. Look how deep they bring it in. All right, look at this on this side here. Now, it's not going to flip the club. I'll show you something from the other side in just a minute. When we see that angle, you've got to be able to zip that, match that back up just at the end. All right, now you'll see McIlroy's wrist also moving here into extension. See that right wrist moving into this position here. It's very, very important to understand it. Okay, that the end of this grip's going to point back down. I'll just give you another angle here because it's quite remarkable when you see Couples' fingers here, how much this lead wrist moves into extension here. Have a look at that. Look at that right hand, and that's what's bringing this huge lag angle down onto the golf ball, which allows us to get the shaft lean, but you've got to be able to let it go and match it back up. Otherwise, you're just going to hit skinny pushes, sockets, and these shoved things out to the right side. Now let's have a look here at no one had more lag than Couples. It's up around the Mickelson area. It's really, really crazy. And the guy hit the ball so far. And with this type of action, you'll see like Garcia, these guys just hit the ball for their entire life, actually. Incredible distances. Now look at that grip pointing down. Right now, the normal person can't handle that much lag, but you're better off looking at this because it's extreme. Right now, and the other side, if you're doing a bit of an exercise, you're bringing that nice soft wrists and hands, and just by practice swings to improve it over a period of time, you'll see it just, look at on the other side, the grip's already pointed down. Now to do that, that's why his fingers come off the club, now to match it back up on the other side, you're looking at just incredible lead wrist extension through the golf ball. So you're exercised by just bringing the grip in on both sides, and we've got on World Class Golf Instruction, we've got drills and exercises. We've got a complete lag and compression series there. We've got around 16 to 18 videos on there, and what we do is we show you guys with your mobile phones how to film your swings, which is important because you get your little stand, pop your phone on, and we show you what lines to draw. So you're really analysing your swings like the top coaches and the top players are really doing. Now when you look at this other side, have a look at this. Right, now this is proof in the pudding, people. When you're looking at the lead wrist here, have a look at it on this side here. And look at the angle in that. All right, and both players there really cupping that lead wrist after impact. And sometimes by just starting yourself in that position.
World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction.
And mimicking that position there, starting that position and taking a practice swing and swinging your way back and back through, you get a sensation of lag and sensation of timing of your wrists and your hands that they're staying soft. I mean, it's obviously when you're looking at the best players in the world, they're so good at it, but by working on things consistently over time, you improve them. And there's no magic one. People are jumping on videos and looking for the magic one, but there's not. You've got to spend some time and work on the right information. Now, Couples had, when you're looking at this swing, normal speed. I mean, the slow motion perhaps doesn't do it any justice. It's the fluidity, the guy's the character. He's so well loved, and I did a video on him many years ago, and it was in slow motion, and some people complained that you shouldn't be breaking the swing down and all this, but it was a swing analyst, and that was in the title, so you don't have to click on it. But it really does, when you get in there and have a look at some of the things in the swing in slow motion, it's remarkable, and that's why we look at it. It's because we're analysing it. All right. Now let's have a look here at. If you've seen some of my other videos, when you're looking at the moves of these great players, what I've been showing a lot of people is the averages of movement, and couples is exactly in the averages of movement when we're looking at the shoulder plane. We're seeing it point inside a yard outside the ball, around 42 degrees of the shoulder plane, and this is something we're seeing over and over again. From the shoulder into the belt buckle, under 40 degrees, but the hip plane is also great. Have a look at this, right down. Just one of the best pivots you'll ever see in golf. And I mean, he's got straight legs and a great pivot, and it's a shame the guy did have a bit of problem with his back. But when you watch this hip movement, have a look at this. Right? No wonder the guy hit it. It's so good. Look at that left hip stay back. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Now, if you've seen this type of move here, when we were looking at the shoulder plane in my last video, we're seeing that shoulder plane head over in this direction here. You'll see it once again by these great ball strikes. We're about parallel to the ground here with the arms. You know, we'll see about a 56 degrees. See how that plane is steeper through the ball with those wonderful footwork of Couples. Is just remarkable. Look at that. He just really, like Lee Trevino, one of the best movers through the golf ball. All right, let's have a look here just from the front view. I'll just have a look at that wrist movement. I forgot to show you that. When you're looking at it, we're not talking about flipping it. You obviously know that we know the two averages these days. We know that you're going to get, there's, what have we got, 12 degrees of shaft lean there by Adam Scott, and 90 being 0. Now on World Class Golf Instruction, we're really looking at these positions here, getting the left eye over the golf ball, right knee down, and showing you how to get that, and getting your movement through the golf ball. But soon after that, the lead wrist will move straight into extension. And we know how, if you've seen my video on there on Adam Scott. And thanks to Michael Field for your videos, Michael. It's always great, mate. And when you'll be able to travel again, I'll be looking forward to seeing some of your new stuff. Now let's have a look at these two unbelievable swingers here. Have a look at this for a golf swing here on the right side, if we can get it going. Fred Couples, strong left hand position, great pivot. I think it's got to be one of the best. He talked about he turned his shoulders slowly. His thought is to get up to the top. See the head lowering down now. And look at that from shift. And watch his left foot here. Just watch this move over the McIlroy step. Have a look. Gets the top and steps over, stamps the foot. Huge lateral shift, massive lag. And just thumped it. And his nickname was Boom Boom. Just hit that far for that many years. And like Garcia, he's 61 years old now and he's still hitting it pure. It's just great to see. Let's have a look here at some of the geometry as look at this lateral shift for the people out there that think there's not much lateral movement in the swing. We've got Couples moving forward. The head's going to back up now. And look at that right leg already down here at 60 degrees. And what an action through the golf ball. That footwork. Foot's lifted up as he takes a step over. And we're going to see McIlroy do the same here through the golf ball. And check this out. So McIlroy, huge lateral movement also into the golf ball, and he's going to lift up the heel. Both players feeling the same thing there, coming down and into impact. And you'll see it just around through impact here. You'll see both players with the backs through. I love that through the ball here, how they can get that chest to point up and that big angle and that head's turned on the side. And the similarities and the movements of these great players is really remarkable. The end of the grip is pointing to the target before they're finished. People, I can't tell you how important that is. Get in there and practice that move and get your arch your back a little bit and get your end of the grip pointed more in that position. That's going to get your hands and your wrists moving more effectively and get yourself up into a great looking finish position. Now guys, on World Class Golf Instruction, we have over 800 videos for senior golfers. We've got a complete senior program, lag and compression, advanced pitching series. We've got it all. If you're after online lessons, check out CraigHansonGolf.com. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Amazing hand and wrist motion and work from these Great players.